Being faced with the Pigman Ravines, you have two routes that you can take. You can go into the ravines and take each left to get to the village, or you can run east a bit and climb this waterfall, because it just so happens this waterfall right here is linked to the secret village in the Pigman Ravines that you've got to get to. Having made it to the village in a completely legitimate fashion, you come across an NPC called Thomas. He has this to say.
Finally! I managed the supplies. We're low on grain. Pigmen took over our grain. We heard an explosion from the grain. You're stronger than me. Go get our grains.
As requested, you begin to head west into the Pigman Ravines, and you stick to the right wall because that's the correct way to go. You need to continue going down the main path for a bit, until you make it to a certain point, which I'll show in the video. Once you make it to this point, you climb up this, and begin to head towards the cave. You make it to the cave at the top of here, and you begin climbing up it to get to the top of the ravine. Once you make it to the top of the ravine, you notice that there's no pigmen up here. You see something approaching. And it's a creeper. Aw man. The creeper blows up and sends you flying onto this tree, with some skin as proof of its existence. You bring it to Thomas and he has this to say. Are you okay? Did you get rid of the pigmen? A creeper? Oh, you brought proof. There's a cave of them to the south. They might live there. A merchant can make you a mask for there. You need the Pigment Overlord's hide though. Go get the hide, then come back. So again, you set foot out of the ravine village, and go down the same path you were before. This time you go past this tunnel and continue going this way. Upon reaching this intersection, you take a left, and you eventually run into the cave containing the Pigman Overlord. The Pigman Overlord is a very simplistic mini-boss, which is basically just a pigman with a lot of health. You'll go down pretty quickly. Once its hide is collected, you bring it back to the ravine village by taking a right here and then sticking to the left wall. And Thomas has this to say. You have the hide. There's a masked merchant. With the mask, the creepers won't detect you. To get to the creeper cave, go west and turn left. The merchant can make you another mask if you lose it. Here are the materials, be careful. You bring the materials over to the village's mask merchant, and by giving him the materials, he hands you a creeper mask. With your perfect disguise on, it's now time to invade the creeper cave. Upon making it back to the pigman camps, the creeper cave is just this way, marked by this grassy trail. Upon making it in, you mainly have to do parkour to get to the creepers. You eventually find a creeper follower who will follow you into the cave. And once you're deep enough into the cave, the creeper follower does what creepers do best. Revealing a cave full to the brim with creepers and creeper powder, proof that they exist. There's also a strange man called Garrel in here who seems to be studying them, but he's not important until later. Once you have a piece of creeper powder, you take your exit out of that cave full of creepers and begin heading back to the village. I take a different route back to the village because I think it's a bit faster. Upon making it back again to the hidden village, Thomas has this to say.
Were there really creepers there?
That smells like gunpowder. It has to have come from those creepers. We'll leave them at peace. They can blow this ravine up. You need some sort of reward. Feel free to come back. And the quest ends there with your reward being experience points and an emerald block. Very nice. This has been Duroface, and tune in next time for when we go north to do the Maltix Well quest. Have a good one.